Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Come on, 180.
Move there. We got double tight. Double tight.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky.
Back him up. Back him up.
Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready. 90 Wolf. Line 54. It's our field. Ready.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll run with Love. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
You ain't going nowhere.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Check. Watch the before. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now. On 1st down, Sweeney. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Sweeney over the middle, complete. It's Walsh.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Kill.
Greystone, Travis.
To throw on second down. Sweeney. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Let's go.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Protein spill. Hey.
Watch quick.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Sweeney. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Alert.
Play protection. It's Trubisky. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Get off the field.
Hey, alert.
Looking to throw on second down. Trubisky. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 21 yards away. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, just Haywood. It's just me and you. Check your hot read. Check. Crunch. Now.
On second down, Love. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Sweeney. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown.
Let's go.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Sweeney got the connection here to Bourne. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. From the gun, Sweeney. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Sweeney, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Operating from the gun. Sweeney looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up fourth down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Second and 10 at the 6-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Bang L. Hey, watch out.
Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now it's Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, they created a big run. Now it's Trubisky. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
18.
Here's Trubisky. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready?
From the gun, Sweeney. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Well, the second down throw on target. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's taken down inside the 30. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
218, chop it. Kill. Turn it up.
On the carry, it's Love. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
Looking to throw. Sweeney. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun, Sweeney. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
They don't want it, boys. They don't want it. They don't want it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. Let's go.
On first down, here's Love. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go, go, go.
It's caught here by Adams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Bring it up.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Pilot, 64, weak. Check.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Watch the curve. Smooth.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike, 54.
Ready to go. 54.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sweeney making the catch is Sternberger. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, Sweeney. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Robinson's got it. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
On the ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Sweeney looking into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-point drive last time. Let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Sweeney. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
Switch up, switch up. Bravo.
2nd and 6. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on 1st down. Sweeney. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Block 54. Rip left, rip left.
Ready?
So they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Going to give it to Love. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Strong left. Strong left.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Here we go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They go counter with Breida, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5. The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Trubisky. Man open, it's Moss, complete. Touchdown, Chicago! 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm trying to collect.
Throwing again. Sweeney. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Hey, ball. Hey, 18.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
Let's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Let's win. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On the draw, this is Love. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Packers on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Sweeney. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Keep it rolling.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing to start the drive. Sweeney, open man is born. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Sweeney, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to them. Under pressure, they got him again. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Sweeney. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the gun, Sweeney. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone. But today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, and they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Back to throw. Sweeney, he's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, Spurs.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were... Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Packers pick it up, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Good job,
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, two-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
Hey, watch that. Check.
Following the fumble recovery, Sweeney. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Sweeney. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Come on, set. 91.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Two-jet bomber.
Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Sweeney looking for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
You ready?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.